see, resumes don't tell you about me. They tell you about what I've done or where I've been. So if you want to know about me, you have to know about who leads me. So I'm not worried about where he's leading me to, because I know if wherever he's leading me to, he's already there before I'm even getting to that point. So I'm not even worried about wherever he's taking me to, because I know he already went ahead of me. This is talking about Exodus chapter 33. If we study Exodus 33, it's like Moses. He wasn't worried about the promised land. He didn't care where God was taking them to. He wasn't more concerned about the promised land. But he was concerned about who is going with him to the promised land. That's why he had to ask God, I'm more worried about your presence going with us than the promised land. So his priorities were right. So he wasn't worried about what God promised to give him, but he was more worried about the presence of God. So you have to set your priorities right. So even if God is leading you somewhere, you're not more concerned about where he's leading you to, or you're not concerned about the final or the promises that you went, or whatever you're going to be receiving at the end, but you're concerned more about his presence going with you to wherever he's taking you. You're concerned about that pillar of cloud, and you're concerned about more that pillar of fire that leads you. So Moses said, if your presence doesn't go with me, I can't go. So he wasn't concerned about the promise. It wasn't about the promised land, but it was about God's presence. So there's something the presence of God does to a believer. There's something the presence of God does to a believer that changes and transforms that believer in a way that he is not concerned again about material things or what God has to give him, but he is more concerned about having the presence of God with him at all times, having that pillar with you at all times. That no matter where he's leading you, no matter where he's driving your life to, you're concerned, is his presence going with me? Is he going with me? So that at the end of the day, you won't get to where you're going to, and you find out that all along the presence of God wasn't there. He wasn't in it. Be guided, set your priorities right.